Omen actually for this bind pick.
Oh.
Instead of the Brim. And that makes sense. Wayne, right? Wayne. That's why. He's been the centralized Omen player that hasn't really changed. All the rosters, he's playing that same character as well. On the side of RDA though, yeah, that's where the Brimstone will come out. And usually Doctor is on that role. Gives him a lot of leeway for clutch scenarios, gives him a lot of space to work with his team. We're looking at the double initiator setup as well from Sube and Jansen, the Gecko and the Sky coming through. So a lot of information play can be made for them. And a lot of setup for Fixie as well. But this is the thing. A lot of information, Fixie has to take note of everything and go for those fights, and he has to be properly backed up by his teammate all the time. In the form of DSG though, you have the fast blitz coming through from Vera, and you have the subterfuge play coming in from Juicy in the backline.
I think the biggest point of contention here is the difference in their team compositions, right? DSG, they've always favored this more default style of attack with the Omen and the Viper. Meanwhile, for RDA, it's a lot more intel focused with the Gecko, with the Sky, trying to get informations to educate your early rotations, your mid rounds, and everything. And then it's up to Fixie to basically open it up, make a play. So yeah.
Oh boy, this is going to be exciting. Into the last one, the last matchup of the group straight away. No Lotus, no Sunset, different compositions across the board, no mirror matchup, not yet at least. And two very distinct styles of play for both teams.
Yeah.
And in a way, quite literally Malaysia versus Singapore.
Yeah, you're completely right here.
Even though Markel is rocking the Filipino flag, Brother Man's Lester speaks better Malay than me.
Oh yeah, he's one of the RDA guys that you've met, right?
Yeah, he's the only one on the roster that I've met so far. Even had a little Mamat session with him. Had some long talks as well about, the scene, his career and everything. And it was really insightful to have met him. Because I get to learn about the scene. I get to learn about the team synergy, what they look forward to, how they were prepping. At the time, they hadn't fought Elevate just yet. And, there was a lot of confidence coming in to fight Elevate. He did look a little bit shaky. He did mention he did look a little bit shaky on that matchup against Nexka. And it was very hard to brush off, is what he mentioned with the team. But I think after the resurgence of beating Elevate, they must be feeling it.
100% here and now. ESG are going to start it off strong, tapping that orb already, trying to bait out deal from the Doctor, but with the classic, he is going to put Vera down in the dirt right away. Now this leaves a huge hole here, a massive gap in the defenses for the side of DSG now. Juicy. It's going to be challenging this angle. The pain shells force him out. He'll be able to teleport back out to safety. The rest of RDA, they're already scaling up towards Belong.
Oh, quite an interesting amount of events that just happened as well. Juicy's TP did fake out Doctor to give him that space, right? And he's very aware that Grumble was just around the corner, so there's a double swing coming in from Market. Here comes the teleport play, and Wayne does not decide to follow them, instead goes for the long rotation as well. So RDA already into this A site. And again, they do have the man advantage. Sube is a little bit low on HP, so he has to be careful, really careful taking some of these fights. So far, a lot of patience coming from DSG, but never mind, they strike back. So into the 4-4 already, it's been equalized. You see, well, he did lose a bit of HP, getting healed up for it. There's another fight coming in from Grumble. That's a double kill, and Sube gets his double as well. Aaron finds the Doctor, but Grumble triples up, and DSG find the pistol.
What a well-played round from DSG. Excellently recovered from them. Excellent retake. Now, They're going to be securing the pistol round. Economy advantage is going to be on their side, but again, RDA, we've seen how strong some of these players can be on those sheriff buys. As we're going to head into a little bit of a technical pause. Yeah. We talked about the trajectory of both these teams already, right? In great length. In terms of DSG, they've been on a huge upswing because after that loss against Elevate, they've got undefeated so far in terms of their series. The only map that DSG has dropped is actually in the first map against Lays, which is on Icebox, and that was the coach incident. After the coach incident, they have not dropped a single map. They've gone 2-0 against Nexka, 2-0 against Ninjas, 2-0 against Kizuna, 2-0 against Please Don't Fire. Meanwhile, for RDA, they're still trying to find their form a little bit. They started off really strong, having a couple of close matchups actually against Ninjas, Kizuna, PDF. They dropped a pretty one-sided affair against Nexka, but they won against Elevate, but they recently lost against Lays as well. So this match is going to show us where RDA stands.
Shotgun into the chest of Mark L. Wayne was holding down lamps. Tight. Mosh is going to come to try and clear it, and he's not going to get tagged at all. Just a little bit of damage. Very, very tiny, very minuscule. Doesn't even matter. Waiting for his full team to come in on the rotation. RDA do have weapons, but they have to be careful fighting that judge around the corner. Do you see? Goes for the spray down as well, swaps to the judge, and he does well to take out Jansen as well. Fixie takes out Vera as well. Grumble fighting the headshot towards the doctor, but Fixie doubles up only for Styron to take out Fixie. 2 alive in the side of DSG. Do have a little bit of weapons to carry over into the next round.
Boy, that is a certified bind lamp moment. Just walking in towards lamp dry and just getting shotgunned in the face for it. It's a little bit of a blunder there because RDA, if they even sent out a Sky Flash or used the Gecko Dizzy there, that might have been a lot easier for them to secure that lamp control, but that was a massive point in contention there. However, RDA, they're going to go for another attempt at the light buys before the full buy comes through here. Shares across the board. And Fixie's going to be the closest to that ultimate.
Already a fight coming through. What is that from Styron? Guardian down, long range. He takes out 3 on the field. Left to 2 sheriffs. It's Mark L and Sube now. Sube's 1 off, getting the Seekers here. Good tag, good double shot coming in from Mark L as well with the Outlaw. So down into the 2-on-2. It's a Vandal and a Judge versus an Outlaw and a Guardian. Quite the summary of weapons into the round. So different ranges are going to be applied for this. You have to see how both of them play their buddy system. So far, the teleport's going to go through, and Grumble is going to be the first one to try and take contact here. Vera is so far away, and again, he just has a shotgun in his hands. He's looking for maybe some sort of upgrade towards long here. And TPs as well, going into showers, and they should be hearing this.
Okay, now a 2v2 situation. That's going to be really close here. The paint shells, they do come out. Trick the nice space from Sube, but Mark L is going to find Grumble. There, they're flying into the face of Mark L now. His hands on the Outlaw. It's going to be a tough situation for them to try to close it out here. Ooh, Sube getting spotted there. The flash is going to be good. But Vera is already on the spike. He's halved it now. His back is turned, however, and Sube gets the triple kill. That round, making it so close here for the side of DSG.
Thrifty secured for RDA, and that was really, really close. Both players essentially came down to 1-shot value for each weapon in their hand as well. But Sube holds his cool, wins out the clutch. That was off the back of Mark L as well, finding the pick with the Outlaw onto Wayne. So good job for him too, starting off the chances for them. Now, guns are going to be bought up for RDA here. A lot of rifles across the board. DSG, well, they're going to be looking a little bit worse off in the sense of guns, but don't let that be a trick just yet. Juicy does have the dimensional drift, and he could go for the Yoru special, the esoteric special, as we say.
Oh yeah, but then Fixie's gonna open it up with a kill on Siren, but Wayne is just going huge here. A massive triple kill. They shut down the push for the side of RDA. Juicy, he is now on the flank on tree. Flash him out, they know he's there. Just waiting for him to cut this corner. The flash is going to come through. The shorty, unfortunately, not able to find enough damage out towards Markella, and Sube will shut down Vera from Hookah as well. And Grumble is going to be the last remaining member, Sheriff in hand. What you can do here. Both these players are really low though, but Sube, triple kill to close out the round for RDA again. Tying this up 2-2.
Triple kill after triple kill after triple kill after triple kill. What was that? Last round was Styron's triple kill, then into Sube's. This time it was Wayne's, then back into Sube's. Look at the ults already for both sides. It's getting very, very close. And we're already sitting into round 5. Ults galore so far for RDA, and they're close to getting the other two as well. Comes the dog and the flash as well. Sube instantly swings out onto Vera. The fight with the Sheriff's not going to be good for Grumble. That's going to cause for the rotation to come in, but they're so far away, it's so late. They strong-arm the B side, but they hit A instead. And they're better for it so far. Holding close now is RDA and onto the site. Everyone's spread out evenly, but they know they don't have to give this fight over to DSG. Let them come into the site. Let them make the mistakes first. They're down on their weapons. They have to eventually. Wayne might be the only person here going for a save with the Spectre. It might be a bit rough for that to go through the other round, but yeah. Actually, they all might be going for the save. We'll see. Juicy going for the peek here. Sube's first one up close. Headshot is landed there. Wayne trying to go and peel back for it. Loses the Spectre. One more around the corner. And it's Styron going down as well. Sube with the 4K. A flawless round coming in from RDA.
Sube is here to cook today. Can we get a KDA check? 12-2 already. We're not even 6 rounds in just yet. And he's already have 2.0 KDA. Looking at the ultimates, so Styron will have the Seekers to his name. Viper's Pet's going to be available from Grumble, so a couple of good options for the defense here to try to make some plays. Meanwhile, for RDA, though, Fixie, we know what his showstopper is capable of.
Oh, yeah. On the loose.
3 ults across the board. Thresh is going through.
Pair of showers for them, actually, because the rest of the team are going to be able to scale up here. And now Sube, first contact on the ankle, not able to spot anyone just yet. Seekers will be deployed in the side of Disguised. But the rest of RDA, they have to try to close that distance on towards A main. The flash goes out, Fixie, double satchel, showstopper. And now Wayne, he's going to be tagged up by that Thresh as well, and Juicy is going to be the only player remaining here. Couple flashes left in skit. Sube all right through the smoke. Catches Juicy with a headshot.
Sube's alive.
Yeah. It's a shawarma, man.
Hey, you think?
I think, yeah.
All right. Early timeout call for Disguised. Yeah, they are probably surprised themselves by the amount of aggression that's happening from RDA here. But hey, RDA aggression is their key. It's their thing.
Yeah, it's their bread and butter. And it's so nice to see them not hesitate against these tougher opponents. Because we've seen the match with them against Nextga where it didn't really look like they felt in their element, you know? But now they're facing against one of the top 3 teams for MYSG. And it's so impressive for them to just stick to their guns, stick to their plays that they know will work. Like, we look at the KDA, it's a little bit unbalanced right now.
Yep.
But the impact is so there from Doctor, from Jansen. All of these members are firing on all cylinders tonight.
That's a good thing, right? The thing that I was worried about with Fixie going up against DSG here is the fact that he has to face two duelists in the form of Juicy and Vera. But if Sube is online like this, Fixie has a teammate to jump into the fray with him.
Yeah.
Looking Viper Orb coming in as well. Flash will be in contact and some information so they know there's a player around the corner. DSG are on their low buy here. Kind of a half buy, really. One Guardian, two Stingers, two Sheriffs as well. No armor on Juicy, no armor on Vera. Showstopper is available for Vera, though, so if you wanted to make things interesting, it would be here. And already he does. First shot is found against Doctor as well. That was right around the corner on Showers. Showstopper is activated, but the time is running out. They just have to hide from this, wait for the trigger to be pulled, and it doesn't get pulled even.
And as soon as the timer ended, look at them. RDA, they're already scaling up towards A main. They're forced to back out of this position. Paint shells in hand, so.
Oh, that would have been a good choice, but
oh yeah,
he doesn't know the reckoning around the corner that might happen here and there. He takes contact. Juicy is around the corner, but loses his head instantly. Sir Sharper with the shot. Even sharper on the double, actually. Pushing through onto the site. The spike is going to be secured down onto the floor. Timer is set.
That's a 4v3 situation. DSG, they're a little bit worse for wear in terms of their economy. Two Stingers to work with. Grumble's picking up that Guardian. They find a wallbang kill here, but Mark L is going to get his triple. Wayne finds a pick up towards Fixie, pushing towards Lance, but unable to convert in the second. And that's a quadra kill from Mark L to get a 5th round here for RDA.
This is very, very streaky in terms of players getting their kills. I feel like these guys in RDA are one of those... It's going to be that kind of matchup in higher level VCT where you know there are teams with like a lot of star players and they perform, right? Someone just takes the lead to perform in a round. So far, that's what we're seeing. Sube just taking multiple rounds. Then Markel, Fixie finding entries as well. They're just stars. It's a star-studded lineup against another star-studded lineup.
Yeah, but their paths to get here have been so different. And it's so interesting to see as well. Now, Mark L will be challenging on this hookah angle, unfortunately walking straight into the crosshairs of Wayne here. Now, Mark L being down already. That's all of the Sentinel utility gone. No flank watch. Smokes will go down. The rest of RD Diff trying to flood out towards Shower. Grumble and Styron pick up their kills here, completely shutting down the push, but Doctor answers back with one of his own, trying to find his angle out towards the backside, but Styron is going to shut it right out.
All right, good stabilization coming in from DSG as well. The moment they found that pick, there was an instant rotation coming in from Styron, and he helped strong arm the A site, finding those frags as well, shutting down RDA from any sort of possibility on a spike drop there. So guns are going to be brought up again, but should RDA win this, they are going to break a bit of the economy on the side of the skies. They're going to have to go for possibly light shields next round. Now, they have to be careful that the op is in play. I don't think they know that that's a possibility just yet. You see the setup over onto the other side. Look at the double flashes coming in. They just have to try and press it down. There is the double kill coming in from Jansen. It's a wide swig, but he's good for it. Now there comes the entry for Fixie, double satcheling in, but so far there's no one to take contact just yet, and he just has to hold into the smoke to just retain that space in the meantime. Styron is going to rotate along with this operator in hand from Juicy as well.
I know
Bit paranoid for a push coming through. There's a Neuro Theft coming in. So information is going to be gained. They know where everyone is now.
Oh. And yeah, I think you're completely right here. DSG, they just don't have a way into this round. Where's the safety operator here? They have the dimensional drift. That's not going to give them too much of a chance here. I'll take the safety operator in the hands of Juicy instead.
Fixie's looking for this exit frag. They want to try and rob away some weapons here. They know it's good for it, but Styron finds Fixie instead, and they should be safe sitting over here into their spawn going into the next round. So round number 9 already, and there's a 3-round gap essentially between RDA and DSG. Mind you, this is DSG's map pick.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, this should do.
RDA putting a stellar performance for his show so far. And now Jansen, he's going to have the Thresh online. We've seen how impactful this ultimate can be, especially in clearing up so much early space. And I think it's going to be the Showers play again. If this is where Vera, they might be in trouble here. It's going to be shut down so far. They're going to back out towards Showers and showing their presence right outside the entrance. The pain shot comes out, but Vera swings out, gets the triple kill. Shutting down Fixie, Subi, and Jensen. Who's next on the chopping block here? Boombot goes out towards the back, but Doctor from Showers is going to answer on towards a kill towards Grumble. And now Vera is so careful in this situation. Gets a fourth kill, but it's always the fifth one that's the hardest. And Juicy, esoteric special right there, baby. Cancel the ultimate, jump around, bam, bam. Both barrels on the shorty.
It truly would have been the full special if you throw out the clone as well.
Oh yeah. What's the combo again? You have to throw the clone out while behind them, and then you jump around.
Yeah. He has a whole guide on it. I recommend if there are any aspiring Yoru players, you go check it out. But 4 rounds now for DSG. Good aggression coming in from Vera as well, denying any sort of kills coming through past the orb being taken. Guiding Light is going to be pushed through for both teams, so info is gathered. Dot around the corner. Oh, a wallbang as well, so Sube loses his HP down to 5. Pixie's going to try and push the issue as well, but he takes a little bit of damage as well. You have to be really careful fighting this up.
Yeah, he's going to have to put a tourniquet on that one. Taking down all the way to 65 HP, and now Sube, he's on 5 as well. It's looking so dangerous for RDA now, especially with this Viper Pit that Grumble's deployed on towards A-Main.
Okay, so everyone's holding in the meantime. No steps are going to be pushed. Both teams are figuring out what the angle is here. Smokes are going to be deployed so far. That is going to come in from the Doctor. This is just so they can grab some sort of space coming in into Garden here. Flash is going to be prepped from Jansen. It gets thrown out. Yeah, and it's going to push the operator all the way back, so they're into the site. Fixie, he has to be careful. The op here doesn't do well to shut it down, even with the rocket in his hand. Sube finds Styron as well. And there's the shot coming in from Vera. He spins around with the rifle, takes down Sube as well. So Doctor is left into the 1-on-4, and he's trapped over here on elbow. Footsteps are going to be hurt by the clone. He avoids it for the meantime, but look at the peak fight coming in as the time is running out. And DSG get away with the defuse.
That's going to be a 5th round now. Slowly but surely equalizing the scoreline against RDA, but as we go into the final round, the operator is going to be aligned for Juicy once again. No ultimates to speak of just yet, surprisingly. Styron has his Seekers up on 1 point, and Subi will have his shortly as well. RDA has to get closer into the second half here. Subi is going to quiet down a little bit, but we need to see more Fixie here. They are to secure this last round. Ooh, Juicy. The operator is going to be good for 1, catching out the kill on towards Sube. The guiding light from Styron sent out on towards Showers to catch off any potential players here. It's a cross-map pinch for the side of DSG, but the rest of RDA are still going to be scaling up on towards Belong, making sure that all these corners are accounted for. But little do they know, they might be walking to a stack here. And if Markel, if he's not careful, he might be peeking through crosshairs of Juicy. The operator is going to ring out, and double satchel from Fixie here to pick up the kill onto his Juicy. Now Wayne, a double kill, triple to shut down the entire push from the side of RDA.
6-6 is going to be the swap half. And again, RDA, they love their aggression, and their whole plan is the moment they take contact with that op, they know that op has to reset. They have to find another position to play off of. And that's when they start pushing it. But these guys, they've kind of known that trick as well. So they have the flashes ready. They have Wayne around the corner. They have, Styron as well to set up the flash. And yeah, you saw it. Fixie couldn't even do anything past getting that double satchel. Takes out Juicy, yeah, but couldn't really do anything else besides that. And the site still open for them. So equalize now into the attacking half for DSG. Let's see what they're made of in terms of their attacking plans.
And again, we see that unusual Viper wall that's coming out from the side of DSG. No time to talk about that. Sumi is going to flash out instantly. Guiding Light deployed. And find some damage into this round. Fortunately, they're going to be flushed out of hookah at the moment as the rest of DSG peel back a little bit here. More of their default. Doctor holding on this close angle is so dangerous. Grumble with a single shot takes him out. Fixie replies back with a pick of his own to equalize things back. But little do we know, Juicy's already walking up here. Fixie, he's aware of this angle, but now he's tucked back. Ooh, it's going to be very dangerous here to get caught off the timing. Juicy, he's already wandered all the way until where it slams. The execute's going to come through on the other side. And the teleport is going to come across from Fixie, taking out Vera.
Put down.
And Mark L, ready for teleport. It's going to take down Wayne, but Juicy activates his lurk, takes on Mark L, allows that spike to come through here. It's a 3v2 post-plant situation. We'll have to see if ESG are able to make this happen. Information spot onto both players now from Sube. Styron goes down and Juicy flashes out, trying to get a pick out towards Fixie here. He has the angle, teleports out back on towards Showers now. It's a 1v3 situation. He has to swing out here, try to find the first pick, but Sube is going to shut him right out the round. And that's going to be another pistol round secured on the side of RDA.
That looks scary. That was not a round that you'd see constantly in attack shooter. The lurk after lurk after lurk. That seemed more like a TDM type situation where spawns are being flipped and everything.
Right?
That's crazy. That looks very fun, at least to watch, but probably really stressful to play in.
Man, it was just so many mind games. That looked like an anime battle.
Yeah.
Imagine Juicy's just scaling up. Two of my teammates died here. They would expect that I'm scaling up on this default. And when my teammates teleport across, I will activate my lurk and crunch the anchor player on this site.
We'll see if he decides to go for that script, though. Rumble gonna hold a tight angle with the Sheriff here into hookah. No peek given to him just yet, though. And it's gonna be a slow crawl up into B main here. Going into Gardens as well. Jansen and Markel, they hear this nade coming in, and Markel actually decides to reposition himself towards the right boxes here. He is going to be spotted on the way in. Has to be careful from the flashes, but look at the amount of gunshots coming in. Is being traded all around, but so far RDA are holding this. Oh, a little bit of a messy fight coming in there. You see, doesn't find the frag against Doctor. It's a little bit close, but they get away with 2 alive.
All right. Now RDA, again, 2 rounds in the lead. This round's going to be the penultimate testo. Rifles across the board now for DSG, and if they can hold off this push, they'll get another opportunity to cash out on another anti-eco round here. So, against an opponent that's as scary as this, you're going to want to cling on to every single round you can get here.
Jump spot coming in from Jansen here, but no one's testing it just yet. No info given. There is a player there in the form of Grumble. You might be expecting this jump spot, but timing is a little bit off, so no one is there for him. Vera likely going to push in with the Trailblazer here. It goes over it. See Sube. Decides to reposition as well along with Jansen. Vera has to be so careful. There's the swing out with the dizzy. Instant flick down, but taken down by Jansen. So 1-on-1 trade. But the rifle's too far gone. They can't recover it just yet. So they're going to trade positions, leave Mark L into the smoke, and instead they're going to leave a surprise rifle here around the corner. But the smoke is going to dissipate, and Mark L is found instead around the back of the box. Jansen's left alone into the tube, and he gets gunned down as well. Doctor and Fixie are now up to the task to try and find some kills back, but it's a sniper rifle. It's a shotgun. Into 4 rifles, and B, notoriously known for being the hardest side to retake, and in this kind of odds, yeah, it just won't be happening for them.
Yeah, not too much that the doctor can do here. Might be able to prescribe pellets to a single patient, but that might be it. If he gives away his location here, it might be very dangerous. Grumble's still holding that angle. He's gonna peek out in timing. Gets the dink and the headshot on towards Grumble? That's might be it. And Wayne finds the last kill. Winning out the scoreline once again, 7-8.
Bit of a rough timing. They found the gap to push through towards the left side of the smoke, and I don't think Markel even saw that was a possibility. He was waiting for them to push towards the middle of the smoke to jump up for the window, and that's where he was going to catch him by surprise, but DSG routed a little bit slower towards the left side, and they managed to get away with the side hit as well. So guns are going to be bought up for both teams again. And this time the money is actually looking a little bit low for both sides too, so they have to be careful on their economy fight here.
Toxins going up. Toxin screen
TSG loses. It's going to be a bit rough for their buy. It's even worse for RDA actually. Loss bonuses should be coming in though for them if that would be the case, but so far into round 16, not too much. That's a long jump from the Trailblazer.
I'll handle this.
It's not going to land so far.
There's a canyon there. Now, dimensional drift being deployed by Juicy here. Flash and to get himself on towards the side. Grumble picks up the first kill.
Whoa.
And that's going to be Jansen completely blind here. He picked off the board. With only 3 players remaining here. This might be done and dusted here. For the side of RDA, again, that B bomb site. So hard to retake. There's so many angles you got to account for. And a single mistake will lead to you going down. RDA seems to me like they're going to be making the call to save here. To preserve their 2 Vandals and a single Phantom for the next round.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, I think, before DSG start to send one out to hunt as well, and it's going to be Vera. So we'll see if Vera can try and make contact and take away guns from RDA, or if RDA can fend themselves off from this very, very late round lurk, essentially. Vera's not going to push the issue too much, not even going to make too much of a sound. Pixie watching around the corner. Oh, dude, they nearly take contact. Both raises there, but all good. Both survived so far, and we've equalized the scoreline 8-8.
And now, RDA are going to be back on a little bit of a weaker buy. They're going to be able to get a Sheriff's in the hands of Jensen and Sube. And looks to me like they're going to go for a proactive play here on the side of B. Look at the setup on towards B long already. The guiding light already being sent out. It's going to get information on towards players in the fountain, but I don't think DSG want to show their cards just yet, as the rest of RDA just holding close on this angle. Trailblazer is going to be deployed from start to clear out the rest of tree. They're going to be able to spot out Jansen, but the rest of the players on these side, they're not being spotted just yet. Meanwhile, though, Wayne and Grumble will be routing their way in towards A. Good control already being taken up here. It's Jansen. He's ready for the counter flash as soon as the execute comes through. When the satchel audio cue gets given away. Flash is going to be sent out, and I think the counterplay. This is the trap play that RDA has set up them.
So, much pauses so far. No one's going to be pushing the issue just yet, but with 30 seconds left into the round, we've gone for the full EMEA playstyle all over again. Look at the full rotation coming in from RDA. Markel's going to be the first one to try and take contact here. He either takes one or he loses his life here. Juicy saw where that guy went, but look at Juicy go. The spray down is huge, and Styron backs him up on that 4th kill as well. And Fixie dies as well. A flawless round coming in for DSG. And RDA, they're going to have to talk about that one. They're going to have to sit and wonder what happened, what went wrong. The sudden shift of style is this surprising thing that DSG can pull off as well, right? Whereas a team like Lays can implement it mid-round, DSG can completely turn their game style as well. They can pull the same things that Elevate can do as well, right? These are what makes these top teams so lethal. Is you think you know their playstyle, and to a certain degree, they have a very specific playstyle. Every single team does. Every single player makes it so. But the adaptation to change the style in the game when things are needed and when rounds are a must is the crazy smarts coming in for both teams and also their coaches.
Yeah, and we talked about it before. When it comes to these top 4 teams, what we're looking at is the depths of their playbook. And DSG, they showed us that versatility that they need, the range that they have. Of course, they're always able to turn up the gas. In fact, they have been no strangers in putting the pedal to the metal. But now, when they need to slow things out, bait out the unforced mistakes from their opponents, and capitalize on top of them, they very well can.
Slow crawl coming in from Juicy here, taking Shower's control, and Doctor's giving it to him, a lot of it, but instant peek from Juicy as well, so Doctor was not prepped for that just yet. The timing was off. His crosshair was ready, but the timing had to be off internally in his head. Wasn't expecting it, so now less than 4 RDA members, all pretty spread out. Subi and Jensen are, of course, going to be left onto that B site. Mark L and Fixie are going to be fighting over towards the A main sector here. Fixie tries to swing out past that wall, but Stinger a bit too long range for that kill to come in. Fixie now routing the other way into Showers, sees the target, but Juicy wins it out with the rifle advantage instead. B is going to be fully taken. Both Jansen and Sube had given up the site. And with Jansen going down, I don't know if Sube goes for this just yet. He could just save the rifle. He hears footsteps coming through. There's the satchel in. First kill is there, but the instant turnaround from Vera, it's quick. And DSG go into double digits.
10-8 scoreline now. DSG. They've been really able to identify the holes in RDA's defense. Now, am I seeing this right? Is this a double op setup? This can't be real.
Ooh, that is quite the desperation, huh?
When was the last time we've seen a double op setup in pro game? I'm trying to think.
That was just a few days. No, not a few days ago. Last week, was it? I remember seeing it on Sunset.
Really? That was a double op.
Yeah, there was a double opposite scenario that happened on Sunset, I believe. I remember. It was
in the last round.
It was
surely,
yeah, it was
right?
just the last round before the swap, yes.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about mid-round play, or while the game's still live, essentially before a swap, then I haven't really seen a double op setup unless we're talking maybe early on into the first week or second week.
Yeah, because usually we talk about extraneous circumstances when the double op will be bought up, because if it's the last round and you have money to spend anyways, you might as well try to go for it. So for now, DSG have called a tactical timeout. I want to see what adaptation is going to be called here, because they still have the momentum in their lead. And with this timeout being called, it signals to me that they want to take the next 3 rounds in a convincing fashion here and really shut the game out. Or the side of RDA here. And Dimensional Drift is going to pick up so much information. The B stack is going to be completely exposed here.
I'm back.
Look at this, the rest of DSG, they're so patient. They're just scaling up. So disciplined together. And now this double op setup is going to be punished hard here.
Cutting through.
That means they're going to have to retake with both of these operators in hand.
Fresh is going to be used. Oh, and it does strike one, but Vera is up top to go for the fight. Doctor shuts him down so far. Grumble is protecting his teammates so far. It's good. Fixie slams down the showstopper straight into Grumble. There's the clone. Juicy's just around the corner. Markel strikes with that up, and Doctor a triple kill into the round. RDA win their 9th. So yeah, somehow they do that retake with the double off.
What just happened that round?
Okay, to be honest, I don't think it would have went as well if Fixie didn't have Showstopper there.
Yeah, I was about to say. That rocket was the key to unlocking that round for them, and now they're hitting the 20th round here. Or do you have a real chance to even it out across the board? Again, the double operator setup still online. Doctor's gonna have the orbital strike to work with as well, and Vera. It's gonna be a fast round.
Conway as well set up really quick. They really want to take this space. Yeah, you know why? Because Vera, one off into the showstopper, grabs the orb. It's now online, so this is going to be the threat that they have to take note of. Doctor has stall potential with the orbital strike. But this late in the game, anything can happen. It can be used anywhere, really. Just has to be worth the usage. Grumble does have the Viper's Pit as well, so if they get onto the site, there's a chance that they go into a post-plant scenario with that up. And if it's going to be B, oh, it's going to be so difficult for the retake. Especially since Fixie had already used one of the best counters to it last round.
The round is going to slow back down to a crawl. He's smoking here for B long. This is going to actually allow the rest of DSG to scale up with this, and now Vera deploying that showstopper. Mark Aldo finding the shot onto him, and orbital strike comes out a little bit early. It's going to be good. Mark Aldo getting a second pick with the operator from that backside, and now Juicy trying to contest for this angle. He's going to be blinded by this Dizzy, and Sube and Doctor pipe up here. 10-10 now. Scoreline all equalized on the first map.
Flawless round. Absolutely flawless round. This is a little fun fact, right? I was talking about Fixie to Markel, to Lester Boy here. And I was just like, hey, does Fixie op a lot? He looked me dead in the eyes. He's just like, no. And then I was like, oh, so who ops? He's like, me. And yeah, he's showing it.
Oh my god, yeah. He really knows how to make that weapon sing. And now the Paranoia is going to come out for that tree position here. Sube going to be the first player taking contact.
Oh my god.
Players, but Mark L shuts down Farah again. This Iron Curtain with the operator in hand. And look at the damage that's already being done on towards Wayne. 49 health remaining. He's going to be healed up by Sube. By Styron. But yes, it's wrong there for a second.
No flank initiated, of course. They can't do one, considering they're running the double op, so it would be way too dangerous. So they're just going to hold their angles so far. Mark L is holding a very, very tight one. He's expecting Wayne to be over towards the right side, I believe, because he did see that information come through with the neural theft. However, they are just going to hold. And we might be seeing a TP play come through the moment the clock hits 30 seconds. It can go either way, really. 30 seconds should be when the move comes in, or it's going to be a very, very late hit.
30 seconds left.
3 seconds hit. There we go. There's the clone to try and take contact first. It takes the op off the angle first, but there's the rifles fighting it away. And look at Sube go. A triple kill right into the defense. And Wayne is left all alone, losing all of his teammates, no armor, and not enough money to buy himself another round for the next one. If that's the case, has to go for the saving play, but RDA might crunch on him as well. There's the flash. There's Sube going for a jumping spot, but they're going to leave him alone into the teleporter. And give him a little bit of a jump scare is Fixie. Knock, knock. I'm on the other side. Do not come out.
This is mind-boggling to me, because ever since RD have pulled out their double op setup, I don't think DSG has had an answer to it. And I don't know if that is because of the double offset or not. Because as far as I know, DSG has no information that Fixie is opping. So if they check this angle a little bit carelessly, they might be in for a nasty surprise here. It's going to be a fast-paced round. Styron picking up Fixie here. The operator shot going wide, and now the rest of DSG are just crunching on towards his backside. Look at Mark L. He's going to be able to find a pick out towards Juicy to open up showers for his team now, but now the Viper's Pit already being deployed here for Grumble. This is going to make the retake so hard from RDA. Molotov goes out, but it's going to be completely missing its mark here. Styron, he has so much audio information, waits for the reload to try to swing out, but Jansen trades it right back around, and we're back into another tense 3v3 situation here. Now, the rest of DSG, they're being corralled out towards the lamps area, but flashing out from Sube. The double controllers here are doing work to make this happen, and they pick up Mark L. An excellent round for DSG, a high tempo round to secure the tie once again.
11-11. Both teams now are going to play for match point and at least secure a overtime safety net. Sube's going huge. Look at him go. 25 kills so far. He wasn't this proactive before. We're seeing him come to life now. Jansen is not doing too swell over at the bottom of the leaderboard, but he's at least giving a lot of impact here. And against DSG, you know what? That's enough. That's enough, but he does need to wake up a little bit more. Here comes Vera, waking up himself, trying to go for the pressure play into lamps. Throws out the nade. Oh, Fixie's caught on the open. Doctor responds back with the operator as well. Jansen, there he is. He's alive. Like I said, Wayne goes down. There's the swing coming in from Vera, but again, the Doctor with the operator swings out, secures that round, and Jansen and Sube knock it up for their 12th.
They are just absolutely cooking here. Again, the op, we saw it swap hands so much, and now Fixie's gonna have a Phantom in his hands. I don't think they technically can afford a second operator if they need to. And that's going to be it. Given to the hands of the Doctor here. The Brim operator and the Cypherator. The Brimerator? Brimerator doesn't sound as cool. It doesn't have the same ring. You know what I mean?
Brimerator sounds like a coffee machine.
It does.
Scout destroyed.
I didn't like being set up from Styron. Oh, Vera gets caught out by another operator.
There's Juicy. There's Juicy.
Very dicey here because the dimensional drift is already being deployed. Oh, that's an esoteric special right there, baby. Fixie on the receiving end from that one, but Jansen getting the kill now. Traded right back out, and RDA, they don't have to rush this. They still have the man advantage. But the armaments from DSG here are looking a little bit lackluster. They have 2 Vandals and a single Stinger to work with. Meanwhile, I think one of the operators is going to be dropped here. Doctor picking up a Phantom here, and the Flash is going to come through, the guiding light. And now the rest of RDA are going to be swinging on towards the front side here.
2-on-2.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Doctor left it to the one-on-one, but Grumble wins it out. It is gonna be an overtime affair.
Of course we get on the overtime on the first match.
It would be these two teams. It would be these two teams, and it would be this final match in the groups.
Boy, we are honestly in for a series. Because both of these teams, we've seen them before. They can go the distance. They have it in them. But now, it'll be a test to see which team will claim the very first map. All odds are back to even, 12-12. Win a single round here and you will be through the match point. It's just 2 in a row now. Both of these teams have a real chance to make a strong showing. And we've already seen it, right? Mm-hmm. The depth of both these teams' playbooks, especially RDA on their proactive style of defense. The flashes are going to come through. This Viper Wall is going to dissuade Mark L for a second, but the Trailblazer just about misses him. Pulls out the shorty, but Vera swings out through the cage. Grumble shutting down Jansen as well. Like, will be planted down. rest of RDA, they're going to have to be so careful because they have no space towards the middle of the site outside of showers here. It's being handily controlled by DSG, but Fixie, he's already on towards CT. He has to find something here and has to be huge. Finding Grumble first, but Vera instantly trades him back out. And now it's a 2v4 situation. Doctor and Sube so much on their shoulders to try to hold here. Gets the first 2 kills. Sube with a 3-man spray down. Nearly gets the 4th, and now Doctor in a 1v1 situation against Juicy shuts him right out. And RDA are going to be on match point once again.
Sube stands tall in a nation of beasts. 1 frag away from 30. The spray down was collateral. It was huge. It was the playmaker they needed, and it pushed them here, leading the way. 1 more, and they close this out on Disguise's map pick. Again, going with the statistical play, even though this is in overtime, Disguise do have better rates in terms of their attack, and RDA a bit weaker onto their defense. Might not matter if they go proactive, does it? They could just play it so crazily, RDA. We've seen them do it before on Lotus. They're not going to go for that double off setup. Of course, you can't. Glass Cannon, 1 of it is enough already. Markel is going to take up that job.
Look at how aggressively he's scaling up towards Fountain. I like this. Even on the overtimes, especially on the match point, he has that hunger in him. And now Sube getting caught out here, backing up onto the side. Vera is going to be able to find that opening pick.
Oh, he turns away. Let's be careful. Finds that first one. Trailblazer. Oh, does tag him. But he does manage to get away. Even TP's out as well.
Oh, he teleports away. Unable to find that kill now. And it's going to be B-side giving handedly inside of DSG here. It's going to be a 3v4 situation. Rotations will be a little bit late for RDA here, but they should be able to group up no problem. Almost no utility left. Vera getting the first kill onto its Fixie to open things up here. Jansen next on the chopping block swings out. Doesn't want to commit to the peak just yet. Mark out with the operator in hand. But Dizzy goes through and Vera secures another kill here. And that's going to be tied up once again. 13-13 across the board.
Into the second overtime we go. 13-13. These two teams, it just would be, wouldn't it? A bit unlucky for Sube getting caught out there. Vera essentially had such good positioning. And the trip was a little bit too deep in. He manages to find the head of Sube just on the little repositioning to the site. So, once again, we're seeing pings come out for the side of RDA here, going into Showers. Showers is not going to be contested just yet, but they should be hearing a lot of that util come through. So, Grumble, gonna hold a stance so far. And, oh my gosh, there is Juicy to go wide for the flank on the TP.
Did he just
takes out Doctor? Yeah, that was robbery essentially in Vera. With the operator up top, they don't check this corner as well. Grumble takes that second kill as well, and Vera goes down, but Grumble, a nice little one tap against Jansen.
This looks so rough for RDA now. They just got jumped on, goon squatted on, outside that Shower's position. Hey, you know what they say, man? You don't want to be dropping the soap at worst of times. RDA, hopefully they've gotten their squeaky clean act back together. Because now Mark L has his operator back in hand as well. Look at Sube. He's already 29 and 17. He is cooking tonight. Be such a tragic case here. They do get taken out.
But good news in the sense that he's alive, he's kicking, and he's playing. Okay, we're going to slow down this time. We're going to slow down really, really hard. No contact so far, and look at the trip. It's much deeper this time. Sube doesn't want to die to it just yet. Satchel takes out the trip. Sube has to force himself up top. There's the swing in from the TP. He sees him. Health is getting lowered, but it is just going to be a one-to-one trade. I don't think that's what they wanted, but, well, it's where they've landed so far. Space is being taken for Juicy right now.
And Doctor, he's got everything to hold here. This one smoke is all that separates between him and the members of DSG, all 4 of the remaining ones. Swing comes out from Grumble, is going to pick up the Doctor, gets a second one as well as Sube trades him out. Now it's a 2v3 position, really doable for the side of RDA now. Sube and Jensen, we've seen both of these plays. We know what you're capable of. But Juicy holding the angle tight, gets a headshot. And now it's going to be Jansen called up to land this clutch, and Juicy shuts it right down. 15-13 is going to be the scoreline here on the first map on Bind.
What a close game, and a little bit of heartbreak for RDA there. They nearly had it in regulation. They just lost so many players onto that retake, and somehow, some way, this guys managed to power through into overtime and even fight off again and again. Cool, calm, headed, and very, very composed, right? Oh man, RDA, they did manage to snag it all the way back with that double op setup all the way. But they can't do that same strat, of course, in overtime. You'd be running 2 glass cannons, too dangerous. It just wouldn't be possible. And it's just so rough. So looking into the post-match stats here on Bind. And yeah, look at that. All right. 17 first kills coming in from DSG. And that has to be on the back of both Vera and Juicy. Star-studded duelists.
This time around, he's been allowed to lurk a lot more on that Yoru, making the timings to both give himself an advantage and to rejoin his team back when it needed. And I want to take a look at the post plans for a little bit here, because both of these teams, they are really close in terms of their conversion rates. 7-10 and 8-10.
Not too bad. Pretty equal, all things considered. But look at the stats here.
There he is.
Sube is alive and kicking. Though they did lose this one, again, Bind is DSG's map pick. They are very strong on this map, and it shows. But RDA, they're putting up a fight. They're putting a very, very close fight. Sube is leading that charge. Multi-frags into the round, and Juicy was the guy to try and contend with it. Although on the side of this, guys, stat lines are pretty equal, not too far off the board for the rest of them, with Wayne being the lowest, of course. So he's not too active in terms of kills this time, but he's still there. He's still kicking.
Yeah, Juicy, we've made so much noise about him in the beginning of the season, and now you see why. Looking so alive on that Yoru pick today. Nearly 2.0 on the KDA. 24 kills as well. So well played from him.
Really a flexible duelist and quite the combatant himself in the heat of the moment. As we've been shouting before, you know, Juicy my goat. And of course, if Juicy has 1 million fans, I am indeed one of them.
Oh.